Right, this time. Yep, the mic's working. I need to stop forgetting to unmute the mic. I'm gonna get better at this, I swear. I am better already. So, here we go. Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome again to the stream. We're doing our polyglot weekend once again. How's your weekend, guys? How's your week been? I mean, I see some familiar faces, not faces, names. Well, hopefully faces as well, but, you know, mainly names. I know Fretsky, I know Kamil. Who else is here? Drop a hi in the chat, guys. Where are you watching from? In case someone's outside Europe, we just changed to winter time, so we are now like 1 hour behind where we were, I guess. There you go. Do you guys? I don't know. It's probably just me, right? Because I've been living in Europe for 6 years, and I still get mildly excited about the time changes. Not as much anymore, because nowadays, I mean, I got used to it. It's like, oh, okay, it's gonna shift while I'm asleep. It's fine. I don't care anymore. But in my first couple of years, I would like actually wait till 2 a.m. and then watch the time tick, either like forwards or backwards. Every single time, like summertime, wintertime. Last night I was gonna do that, but then I ended up doing something else. What was I doing? I was writing emails, and then suddenly, bam! We got to 2 a.m. and then we're back to 1 a.m. So I didn't see the shift happen, sadly. But yeah, I bet you guys who grew up in Europe or like in a world with daylight saving time just don't feel anything. You're probably, you know, annoyed at this point. Oh, by the way, yes, thank you, Camille. I mean, you've been a member for 1 month. It's exciting. It supports me to do the stuff that I do. I have a video coming out. I have filmed it, and I basically trimmed the whole thing. I also made a little sketch in the beginning. I might be dipping my toes into like comedy. It's not really my style, but I thought it might be appropriate for that video. What happened to my voice? Video. So I did it. I have like an opening sketch. I mean, I guess the last video was also a little bit like that. I had some minimal acting in my previous video where I like pretended I came home. Obviously that was staged. I hope you know that. But this time is actually, you'll see when it comes out. But I'm trying to edit that right now. But I also have a podcast coming out. That would be for the Cantonese speaking viewers. So busy weekend. And I guess the weekend's ending. So busy coming days, I guess. But yeah. So everyone who wants to, if you want to support what I do, please do join the channel membership. It's really cheap. You can everyone chips in a tiny bit, and then that really helps me out to, you know, keep going. Right now it's sort of unstable because I mean I had like 3 good performing videos in a row, and then I thought the last one was going to do great, but it didn't. It's the algorithm. It's really finicky, and then you never know what's going to happen when you post something. So the memberships really help. So I don't know, that's my plug. I don't want to my skin is not that thick, so I'm not gonna keep talking about it. But really, it's true. It helps out. Are we doing Yiddish and classical nawat? Yiddish is boring. I mean, my friend's done Yiddish already. I don't want to retread what he's done. And I can basically read Yiddish. Just so we're aware, right? We have talked about this. My friend says I'm practically made to learn Yiddish because if you guys don't know, Yiddish, that is the language of the Ashkenazi Jews. It's mainly based on like, it's like some variation of German, but written in the Hebrew script, Hebrew alphabet, and then it also has a lot of like Slavic influence, like from Ukrainian, from Polish. So my friends are like, Israel, you're meant to learn Hebrew. Those are you already speak German, Polish, and Hebrew. You're meant to learn Yiddish. That's what I meant. Yeah. So they're saying I should learn it, but I tried out Yiddish on Duolingo, and then I just understood everything anyway. It's like I didn't even have to study it. So I guess we're not doing that today. Today I have 2 goals. Okay, I have 2 goals for this stream. I have homework, so I do need to do my homework. Not just any homework, but obviously related to my channel. I'm going to do some Welsh writing homework, and then if you guys missed the last stream, I started doing this. We had like a little guessing game last time, guessing what language it was going to be. I gave some tips. One person guessed it, and then I studied like 3 lessons on this thingy. So I'll get back to that later. I reused the thumbnail from last time, so it still says secret language, but you guys know what it is already. Anyway, hello Ludwig, hello from the European normal time zone. Ask Spain about that. Spain should be in the normal time zone. You started writing a song. How do you write songs? That's interesting. I mean, I speak as a composer myself. I want to know how other people do things. Hello, Priotus. I don't know why I just defaulted to reading that as Priotus. Periotus. Periodus. I'm gonna do it the English way. Post periodus. Oh, cringe. But hello, welcome to the stream. How are you here for the first time, or are you just saying hi for the first time? Because I don't think I've seen your name before, but good to have you on the stream, you know. Oh yeah, speaking of composing, I went to a music festival this weekend. It's a music festival of electroacoustic music, and in case you don't know what that is, it's generally the kind of music that you put together on a computer. That's the long and short of it. And because it's not limited by any like instruments or voices, it gets pretty crazy. Yeah, I'm pretty mind blown because that's not my field. So if you're here for the first time, I am a composer, but I write music for like instruments and voices and like old school things. So when I go to electroacoustic concerts, it's a long word, electroacoustic concerts, it really blows my mind what they can do with it, and then the crazy shit that they come up with. Like, oh my god, what am I listening to? Am I being cursed? Like someone's casting a spell on me. That was exciting. We have to have a debate twice a year about the time stuff. We do actually. Let's have the debate now. Okay, let's have the debate. Should we abolish daylight? Oh my, what happened to my keyboard? What the hell? Why is it not? Daylight saving time. Oh, you know what? Let's make a poll just for fun, because it's funny. Yes, no. Just for fun. Why not? We have a debate now. Let's have the debate. Everyone, chat, debate in the chat. That, how do you say that? You don't say chat, talk in the chat. You know, just chat, debate. Should we abolish daylight saving time? I mean, I'm still in the honeymoon period where I find it exciting when it happens because it's new to me. But I mean, as I said, I'm starting to like get bored of it, and also I don't have a full-time job, so that doesn't affect me as much as it does other people. Yeah, Fresky, thanks for asking for me. How do you say post periodus? It's Latin. Okay, post periodus. I don't know why I'm starting to say the D with like a D, because in Welsh, right? I speak a lot of Welsh nowadays. In Welsh, the D is by default like a unvoiced, like a D. So now when I say something, I don't know. I just default to saying periodus, but it should be periodus. I don't know if you can hear the difference. I'm sure Polish people can hear the difference. Engagement farming. Oh look, wait. Oh, you know the Latin guy, right? I didn't recognize the last name. Yeah, I mean I have learned Latin. I think I am capable of pronouncing Latin. In the different ways as well. I've talked about this with my housemate who did Latin and ancient Greek in school. So we have discussed this, the different ways of pronouncing Latin. I mean, when I studied Latin in university, we did classical, so it was yeah, all the C's are K's and all that. But when we did Latin in our university choir, it was interesting because we would pick the kind of Latin, like the different pronunciations based on where the composer is from. So when we sang the Mozart Requiem, we did it in German Latin, like with the Caesar t and all that. But yeah, it was interesting. But I prefer the classical one just because. I mean, in Welsh the C is also a K, so it's consistent. But hello, Chest Links, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? How is your week? We're talking about Latin right now because post periodus is here for the first time. So we're giving a proper welcome, or post periodus. No, sorry. Every time I say Latin like the English way, I cringe a little bit. Just in case you guys didn't know, okay? The official, when I say official, I say like royal family approved pronunciation of Queen in Latin is Regina. So think about that for a bit. That is the official pronunciation. They said Regina during the king's coronation and like in songs and everything. It's mind-blowing, I have to say. But oh, I missed this one. Gami, you have basic accompaniment, bass and drums. Don't you usually start with the song, like the part you actually sing? I don't know how people write songs. I don't write songs. I write I'm writing a new piece now. I'm planning a new piece. It's for piano only, so I don't have that problem, I guess. That is the exact reason I'm starting this one. Again, not seriously, just having fun. But if you guys forgot or you guys weren't here last time, you can check out the stream later on. I explained the whole story, why I'm trying out a bit of Breton right now. It's related to my work as a composer. Let's see how the engagement farming is working. We're having 83 to 17. I actually do want to know like what people enjoy about daylight savings time. Did I misspell it? Is it daylight savings? Daylight saving. It's daylight saving time. I was right. Yeah. What people who voted no, please let me know. I don't feel strongly either way, but generally I'm in favor of just killing the thing because I don't see the point. But then again, I don't care much about sunlight. I'm an absolute owl. I'm nocturnal. Owl or hamster or whatever. Name your nocturnal animal. That's me. So I don't really care when there's sunlight out or not. But I want to know how other people feel about it. Hello, Suomalainen. I'm gonna get better at saying that name. It's a long word, but hey. I still don't know what that means though. I know the Suoma part, but like, let's see. Oh, is it just Finnish? Does it just mean like a Finnish person? Okay, there we go. I know the Suoma part is Finland. Suomi is Finland, but I didn't know the ending. There you go. So I guess you're proud. No, are you Finnish again? I don't remember. But before we get too far into this, I'm going to like multitask. Okay, Finnish man. Is that what it means? Okay, thank you for letting me know. Just a Finnish man. I haven't met a Finnish man in a while. Don't see as many of them over here. Your nocturnal animal is what? Goth raven. What is a goth? Is that a type of animal, or is it just a raven that is very goth? Oh no, is it the comic book raven? Wait, no, what? I'm confused. Are you talking about a literal raven, or is it raven like a comic book character? Because I do know a raven who is pretty goth, but let me know. I remember the last time I was in Krakow. I'm gonna slowly switch over now, but I'm gonna tell stories because I like telling stories. The last time I was in Krakow, I was hanging out with my friend from there, and then he told me a lot about, like, I forgot the word. What's the word for it? And like black birds. What's the word for black birds? It's like a type of birds. I know nothing about birds. I'm sorry, but like ravens, crows, and the bigger ones, magpies. Are magpies part of that? And jackdaw. Yeah. Well, I speak to him in English because I don't know. It just turned out this way. It's weird. It's sometimes, right? Sometimes you meet someone and then somehow you just end up speaking English for no reason. There are some people that I've met in various countries who prefer to speak English, despite the fact that I can speak their language. Like some Germans I know, and also my Polish friend. So that's fine. I'm. It's a shame, but I'm happy to do whatever my friends prefer. But I mean, I'm sure there's good reasons. I mean, I speak a lot of English as well, but I would, if I met someone who speaks Cantonese as well as I speak Polish, I would probably speak to them in Cantonese. But I haven't met someone like that yet, so I don't know. I'm one of those people who are quite comfortable in English. And nowadays there's a lot of people around the world who are like me. So what am I going to do first? Before I go into what the title of the video actually is about. Because I have this homework, right? I'm here to do homework with you guys, and you can watch me use my target language, which I guess is part of the fun of watching my streams, I suppose. Oh, we're up to 88%. Yes, now. How many votes is that? 8 votes. 8 votes. Okay. So I have a writing task, and it's really random. So there are 3 options. I have to do it by, I don't know, like November-ish? When? Oh, before the end of October. I should have known that. Now I know. I have to do this before the end of October, which is now. Oh, by the way, how's your Halloween? I forgot to ask. I mean, I know it's not Halloween yet, but this is the Halloween weekend, because that's a weekend that is closest to Halloween, and then people are going out, especially last night, I suppose, on Saturday night. Where was I? Oh yeah, I went to the music festival, and then on my way home, I saw all the different kinds of costumes and funny things. Not anything crazy though. Like I saw some good old witch hats, I guess. But also, you know what? Halloween's a good time to look at these Celtic languages, because, you know, Halloween, it came from Celtic cultures. You don't celebrate it. Is it because you're Roman? Sorry. That was random. No, actually, me neither. I don't think... Have I ever celebrated Halloween, like, seriously? I don't think I have. So I was raised like conservative Christian, right? So that was like strictly banned. And then actually there were times when my community organized like replacement Halloween activities where we would dress up. Obviously nothing satanic or nothing too crazy, but we would dress up and then just have a good time in a Christian way. So technically I have done it, but like not the way most people do it. And then the only time I actually put any effort into any costume was that time. That was when I got like a robe and I sewed my own like a badge on it to pretend I'm in Ravenclaw. Nowadays you can't even say you can't. I don't feel like playing anything from Hogwarts anymore, sadly, because it's such a big topic. How do you seriously celebrate it? As in, like go to a party. I mean, now I'm paying lip service. I talk about Halloween and I ask my friends how they celebrate it. Or dress up, I guess. Dress up is a big part of it. Right? That's what people do. I hear people talk about their costumes and all that, and then I guess as no, I mean that's obviously an American thing, but trick or treat has been spreading, and then sometimes people do that over here as well. I don't have any candy. Maybe I'll get some in a few days. Who knows? But that's the thing that people do. Last year, no, last year. Wait, when was it? What was it? Oh my god, 3 years ago. It's been 3 years ago. Doctor Who had a Halloween episode. That was what I did that night. So yeah, that's kind of it. It's like I celebrated my birthday pretty, relaxed way as well. Like I didn't go out. I just stayed at home and had drinks and chatted with my friends, with my housemates. So that's the whole thing. I'm at that age now. I'm too old for crazy parties unless someone invites me. It's made by Satan himself. Maybe, but no, it's not Satan. It's just the Celts, and it's equally offensive to the to the Romans. People in China came to class in full Potterhead LARP equipment. Like one girl had an outfit from each house. How do you wear full outfit? That's like a wedding banquet where you change outfits like every half an hour. That's insane. That's dedication. There was one time, right? So I'm an organist as well. Haven't played the organ for a while, but I am technically an organist. So there was one time I tried to do some practice and composing at my university's organ. And then, because that hall, that's an interesting hall. It's not locked. The organ is not locked either. It's just there. And then somehow there was a group of Chinese, I don't know if students or non-students, just young Chinese people who are there to do a photo shoot. Apparently they thought our university's main hall looked very Hogwartsy, which I disagree, because Hogwarts is in Oxford. I used to be in Oxford, that's proper Hogwarts. But they thought my university's hall looks like Hogwarts, so they came to do a photo shoot with like you said, the entire shebang, the costume. They have like a snake, not a real snake, but like a toy snake. And then they tried to take a picture at the organ. None of them has any idea what the organ is. But they just saw the organ. They thought it was very Hogwartsy, so they sat down and took pictures. They didn't even know how to open the organ. I was like, "Oh, do you want to take a picture of the organ? Here you go." You can see the 4 manuals and the the stops and everything. That was a bit random. So I had to wait for them to finish their photo shoot before I could use the organ myself. Europe getting the Japan treatment by media fans. What's a Japan treatment? Oh, you mean like when Europeans go to Japan and like enjoy the media and like, yeah, I see what you mean. I don't think that's a new thing, is it? I guess it's not as big as Japan, because in terms of media, Japan is like, it's more distinct, more recognizable, right? Because I can't name a lot of franchises that have like a unique, recognizable vibe that people would LARP as in Europe. Just, I guess Lord of the Rings, but that would be in New Zealand. That wouldn't be in Europe. And also, it's not in the city. It's all the way out in the wild. So I don't know. Why are we back to Lord of the Rings? That was not intention. Anyway, so my homework. I'll tell you what I'm gonna write about. It's really awkward because that is the topic. So I have to write some Welsh. In option 1, write the story of Higan Fach Goch, which is Little Red Riding Hood, in your own words. Look at the vocabulary on page 36 to help you. I do not want to do that. I don't know why I would want to rewrite a story that I have already read, and I'm bored of. I mean, at this point, we've seen the same stories a million times. Okay. For fun, you can add one new thing to the story. That didn't happen in the original story. Anyway, not going to do that. Unless, you know what, I could do that. I could do like all three options if I have the time on the stream. You guys, well, let me know what you think. Chat. Let me know if you want me to write the Little Red Riding Hood with one extra thing. Anyway, option 2, write 2 or 3 paragraphs. I almost misspoke in English, because in Welsh, if you have a number, you don't have the plural. Oh, what happened? Ah, damn it. Wait, give me a second. I think Firefox is bugging out. Give me 1 second. I have to switch away from Firefox. Which pains me, because I want to love Firefox. Don't know what you guys take on the browser wars is, but I need to no, what am I doing? Cancel. Do this. Here we go. Okay. Now I'm in Chrome. I want to move this. Can I like? Does that? Yeah. Okay, that helps. What was I saying? Yeah. In Welsh, if you have the number, you don't have the plural, so I misread. Anyway, ddau ysgrifennwch ddau neu 3 paragraph. That's everything is mutated. That's insane. About your favorite childhood memories. What did you enjoy doing when you were a child? Okay. Let's see. New poll for this. Let's do a new poll. Okay. Can I do like a multiple choice poll? Is that? One day you would like to go to Llanfair. Can you say the name though? First, you need to say the name. Okay, 77% people say we should abolish daylight saving time. Yeah, that's adjourned. That is our EU Parliament right there. It's done. It's been done. Let's which writing task do you want to see most? Let's see. Little Red Riding Hood, but with an but different. No. Second one, childhood memory. And I'll read the third one. So the third one, option 3, write 2 or 3 paragraphs. English needs the plural, about an awkward situation that you were in. So, awkward situation. Let's see what people say. I want to. This is fun. I mean, it's the voting doesn't really work if you don't have enough people. But you know, why the hell not? So I'm gonna yap for a little bit more while we choose a writing task to do. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just actually gonna do what you guys choose. So I'll give it a while. I don't know, a few minutes, I guess, or something. Post periodus also wants to go to Llanfair. Fuck. You found out my secret. I can't do it every time. Sometimes when I make a video, I have to like retake it. You would also like to go to Llanfair. I would recommend it. Where are you guys watching from? Channel and post periodus. Where are you watching from? Are you anywhere close? Are you in Europe? Are you in somewhere else? Because I mean, from here, it's really easy to get there. I mean, I have a direct train from Manchester to Holyhead, which is like the northwesternmost corner of the northwesternmost part of Wales. Then you can get a ferry to Ireland from there. So on that direct line, you can go to Llanfair which on the ticket it's going to say like Llanfair PG or something, or Llanfair Pwll. It's either Llanfair Pwll or Llanfair PG. Basically, nobody says the whole thing, obviously, because it would crash the app or fill up the ticket. But when you go there, the station sign actually is that. If you don't believe me, I'll show you my video of it. It's been a while since I was there, but I did I'm just gonna 1 second. Oh, that one. This one. Have you guys seen this one? Let me know. It's I'm pretty proud of this one. It's not very popular, but I'm proud of it. See, that's a sign. That's a station sign. Everyone has seen that, I think. Not a big fan of the like the pronunciation guide here, because in general I don't like pronunciation guides that are based in, especially in languages that, you know, are spelt like English horribly. I think last time we went over this, because my Breton book, right, it has some French based pronunciation guide. It's not amazing, but I think it's a step up from English based ones. English based pronunciation guides are just horrible, and you can see. Let me try to read it just using the pronunciation guide. I can't English either, so they just gave up trying to explain this, because to be fair, it doesn't exist in English. So Llanfair. Using the stupid E long vowel spelling, which I hate already, and then pools, gwyn, giz, go, queer. Oh, queer. It's queer. It's a chwrn. So I mean, you guys tell me if you think chwrn sounds like queen. Drob and then os Llandus ilio goch. And then what I did in that video was that I visited a friend in Bangor who used to live just right next to the station, actually, and then we ran out of things to do because it's friggin' Bangor. There's nothing happening there except the university. So we decided to go on a walking tour around the not around the island, but just near that station. And then I had a sudden idea. What if we just try to visit the places that are in the name? Because the name is just a combination of various different places. So this is a short... You see this one most often. Llanfair Pwll. And sometimes you see Llanfair Pwll. See, I show you what different names you will see. Because it has like multiple versions of the same name, and then you will see them in different places. So that... Oh, sorry. Again. See, this one, it breaks down into 2 words, and it's not just because of the limitations of the sign, but it's actually sometimes people spell it that way. They split it into Llanfair Pwll. If I'm not mistaken, I think that is the original name of the village before they like did the name change in the 1800s, and then that is an alternative name. It's the same name but without the space. In Welsh places are like that, because it's mainly Welsh places are just normal words put together. Like there's this and that in the name, and then like over time sometimes they become become one word. They squeeze it together, and sometimes they don't. So sometimes like a place has 2 different names depending on whether you add the space. And then yeah, so I tried to visit the places. This is, I'm not lying to you, that is Llanfair. And then, well, this one I might be lying because we don't know where this pool is, but I mean I just looked at the random body of water next to the station, and I call it the Pwll. And then next to a fierce whirlpool, and I'm not kidding you. You can't see it now, but I'm told that quite often this river, this, what do you call that? Don't know what you call that. There's like there's water separating the island that Llanfair Pwll is on from the mainland. So this is the water between them, and quite often there will be whirlpools. not like really fierce, not like you will instantly die, but it's there. I was told. And then there's the other church. There's two churches in this name because they're religious like that. And then this one, the part everyone loves, the go 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 run. It's a lie. It's a completely made up thing. They just because so San Tecilio means the Church of Tecilio. It's a saint. And then apparently there's another place called San Tecilio, and then there's Gogo at the end. And then whoever came up with this name was like, oh, let's just steal that and plop it in this name to make it longer. So that's the story. Anyway, that is my long ass explanation. Post Periodus is in Europe. Come to the UK. Go to Wales. It's beautiful. Brave to put Red Riding Hood in the poll. Why? What's wrong? What's wrong with Red Riding Hood? It's okay. I don't mind doing it. I just don't enjoy it. As a kid, I had a rush. But you know what? I could have done something. I could do something like creative, like, or I could just poll you for a new thing to add. Ask chat for a new thing to add to the story. Maybe you can ask the big bad wolf about. I don't know what. Wait, what did she ask about? Nose, the ears. Did she ask about feet? We could talk about feet. It's the internet after all. But yeah, I don't know. Or maybe the wolf eats the hero as well, and sad ending. As a kid, I had a Russian book using German spelling. You wouldn't be surprised to hear it didn't work. Yeah, I imagine. But I've seen that a lot. I think German spelling is still anything is better than English spelling, right? I think we can agree on that. English spelling is the absolute worst. Especially if you try to force it into something that is phonetic, you sort of have to make all sorts of sacrifices. It's not even creating a system. Like when you read a Lonely Planet phrase book, it's not a system. It's just trying to draw on your sense of how the system works, like trying to invoke all sorts of existing words in order to tell you how to pronounce something. And that is just absolutely horrible. I hate it so much. That's one of my pet peeves. Do I have one of those phrase books? Probably, maybe not. Do I own anything that has pronunciation guides in them? Don't think so. May not that I can find right now. Maybe not. Nope. Anyway. A channel. Oh yeah, you're right. It's a channel. What I do know is that it's called the Menai Bridge. There's a bridge across that channel. Let's see. What is it called? It's called the Menai Strait. That's what it's called. See? We're learning things. How do I close this? I can't close this. Okay, close. So it's called a strait, not a channel, I guess. So yeah, that's interesting. In Welsh they call it a river, even though it's technically not a river because look at it. It goes across like this. It's not a river, but I guess when they made the name, they didn't know about the geography. Oh, okay. Well, bye, Post Periodus. Good to have you here. Come again next time. Hope to see you again. It's been fun. So what was I going? Yeah. So another fun fact for you. I have so many Welsh and Wales fun facts. I'm actually trying to compile make a compilation of the fun facts I've put in my streams, but it's really hard because I need to find them first. But maybe someday I'll manage to find them. Anyway, so yeah, so there is a bridge across that strait, and then somehow there's also a town called a bridge. So this is a town called a bridge, and it's very interesting. Yeah, I was very confused at first. Anyway, so the place has queer and straight in the name. Ah, good one. That's funny. Too bad it's not June right now. feet of all content in Welsh. Thank you. Just ask AI. Don't ask me. Compromise. What compromise? Anyway, so let's see. So the poll is saying we have had 8 votes, and we're having 50% awkward situation, 38% childhood memory, and then 12% Little Red Riding Hood. See, the result is as I intended. I'm in control of everything. So we will be doing the awkward situation and then see what I feel like afterwards. It says write 2 or 3 paragraphs. How much should I write? Like, I could technically write like 1 sentence per paragraph, which is how like newspapers do it. Well, the teacher gave us like, yeah, some ideas of what kind of grammar to use. I would, and I could just copy it, right? I would, if I were to, I would like, I would, I could, I should have. Let's see. I used to, I didn't used to, I had, okay, I know that already. Good. So, illusion of choice. No, that's not an illusion. You had a genuine choice. It's just that your choice is aligned with my choice. So, I was subtly steering the elections, you know, just casually manipulating the results of democracy, as they all do. You know, it's a good time to talk about elections, and I can start a new engagement farming topic right here. But I don't think we have enough Americans here to talk about that. But yeah. Another fun fact, politics in BSL is this. British Sign Language, I mean, because you're manipulating things, I guess. Maybe not necessarily, but... So I'm going to write about an awkward situation, and I have actually thought about what awkward situation to write about. Because it's really hard. There has been a lot of situations that felt awkward at the time, but in retrospect, I don't know, it's just me being... not very used to a different culture, I suppose. I'll tell you about the one awkward situation. I'll write about it. So, some of you will know that I went a bit viral last year, like last summer, when I went to Lithuania. So I'm going to write about that. And I'll have Diwetha. You're going to have to wait for the story while I write it. I'm going to tell parts of the story as I write them. Diwetha. I don't know how to say viral in Welsh. I'm guessing Veidal, but I don't want to use the word. Also in Welsh you have the lazy past tense and the not lazy past tense. Maybe I'll use the not lazy past tense just because I can. Good. Gyhoeddais. Oh, is it wrong? No, I need to check. How do you say publish? I published a video. Gyhoeddais. I was right. Fuck you, you're wrong. But I'm gonna... Maybe the politics sign is just drinking a lot of tea. Fuck. I think you have a point, Fretsky. Well, this is tea. This is tea. Literally, it's the same hand shape. This is tea. This is politics. Just everyone sharing tea. I don't know if you've seen the video of Boris Johnson. I can just show it to you guys. Where he was being questioned by journalists, and then he offered tea to diffuse the situation. See, offers tea instead of answers.
Would you apologise for your comment?
Will you have a cup of tea?
Will you apologise for your comment?
Would you like a cup of tea?
Yeah, sure.
You go on, have a cup of tea.
Thank you. Do you regret? Do you
Would you like a cup of tea?
Do you regret your comments? Do you regret your comments?
Go on, have a cup of tea.
So he said something that got a lot of criticism, got a lot of controversy, and then the journalists were like, "Please come and answer our questions." He's like, "No, have tea."
Do you regret
want you to have a cup of tea.
If I
Do you regret your comments? Won't you have a cup of tea?
have a cup of tea, will you answer my question?
No, I'm here solely on a humanitarian mission because you've been here all day and you've been incredibly.
And he's using his humor.
Because I have nothing to say about this matter except offer you some tea.
Okay.
Okay.
And she says okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Go on.
Bam. Politics right there. Politics is just offering people tea. Boris doing Brit face. Yep, I see that someone else has seen the John Oliver video. Yeah, so maybe that's what it is. Tea. I'm teaching you sign now. Tea, or tea, if you're right-handed, tea. And then politics. Everyone have tea. It's just Boris offering people tea. Oh my god, there's this conspiracy right there. Maybe that's how. Or you know, something tea party. I don't know much about tea parties. Hello Vamp. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. How is your week? Are you you're in North America, right? Sometimes we get people from North America because of the time I usually do the stream. What mug reveal? My mug? This mug? Or this mug? That's not a new mug. Are you talking about those mugs that he was revealing to his the journalist? Viral is viral. Oh, did you look it up for me? Oh, that's like it so much about. See, that's always the dilemma when you're speaking Welsh, because you could just totally calc everything from English and people will understand it perfectly. Calc as in like translate everything directly. But then you're like, oh, feels like this is not really that Welsh. It's like just English with a Welsh coat of paint. But I suppose like with things like going viral, like that's like a recent internet thing. So I think other languages would use a similar way of phrasing it, right? How guys, how do you say go viral in your languages? Chat, put it in the chat now. How do you say go viral in other languages? Because I imagine it is similar to English. So I might just say viral, I guess. I'm looking at the Welsh dictionary right now, but it is a notoriously slow website. Boris showed off his collection. Fair enough. Yeah, we saw all his mugs. You can say viral or viral. Speaking of which, so back during the pandemic, I tried to read some websites on coronavirus, and then I've seen different ways of spelling it in Welsh. Why is it? Yeah. And I think most people spell it the second way. And I don't know how to feel about that, because I mean originally it's Latin or something, right? So virus is virus, and then the absolute majority of European languages do virus, but then because of English influence, they got the word through English instead of from Latin, so they say virus instead of virus. And I don't know how I feel about that. And it's the same for other words like macrodon, with a micro. So viral gehen. Okay, so that's the English way. Just say a bit famous. Yeah, I think I will do that. Maybe I'll do both. It's just a writing exercise. I guess going viral is a specific kind of famous, right? Because you are like instantaneously famous, like the Hoktua girl. You have 15 minutes of fame and then it's gone. That's kind of how virality works on the internet. You don't know how to say viral in Canto. Hong, yeah, hong. You could say hong, or I think nowadays we say 中流量密碼. So if you translate that, 流量 is like. What is 流量? What for the English word? Flow? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, the 流量 is about the amount of flow. Like for example, like if you have a lot of people queuing for a museum, like that. In that sense, you know, people control the flow of people in that sense. Mine is password. So in Cantonese we say you hit the password of the flow of people. Yeah, 鐘樓啦密碼. There might be it might be from Taiwan. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I see it a lot, and then I started saying that as well. It's like trying to crack a password and try to guess at anything. And the algorithm is a password. Like, oh, what's the right way to go viral? And then bam, you go viral, and so you got the right password. What else? Viralowe? No. You used a vowel, like the V. You used a V in viral. So that's an actual foreign word then. You don't even use the V? Because virus would be a V, but viral is a V. Zavirusilus. Okay. So it virused itself. I like it. It virused itself. Pense viral. Is that Portuguese? Right? That's Portuguese. I can't pronounce Portuguese. Typically, it borrows from the nearest major word, koina. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, for example, telephone is a Greek word, but it's not from Greek. So I guess in that sense, it was coined in outside of the of Greece. Coronavirus, I know where it was coined, but I imagine coronavirus was not coined in the Roman Empire. So basically Welsh gets a lot of foreign words. I mean, from English, yes, but also through English, from other languages through English. Set the world on fire. Yet Ming Oh, yeah, we don't. That's like flowery language. We don't use that in everyday life. But thank you for the suggestion. But set the world on fire. Well, let's see if I can find let's set on fire. But I haven't heard any expression like that. Again, I have to wait for the very slow dictionary to load something at all. Come on, do this for me, mate. No, that was Northern Irish. Sorry. Kunai. Oh, you could, yeah. Soski, just burn. Kunai. Kunai is like light a candle or something. Can you say kunai the bead? I haven't heard that, but you know, you never know. You never know. That doesn't make sense. Come on, dictionary. Let's see. Right, so remember that one stream when we were looking at idioms in a dictionary? I'm kind of doing that again. Kunai tanain vuriatol. Oh, it's just starting fires on purpose. That's boring. Gwell kunai canwll na melltithior tywyllwch. No. It's just proverbs, not idioms. Hawdd kunai tan ar hen aelwyd. Yeah, no. Speaking of which, I remember the moment when I realized the words for curse and bless are related in Welsh, because they sound weirdly similar. What bless is bendithio, curse is melltithio, and then for a long time I thought it was really hard to separate them because they all sort of end similarly. Until the moment I realized it's just Latin. It's from benedict and like maledict. So bendithio and melltithio. And then suddenly it's super easy. So I can tell every time. Thankfully, I do know some Latin. I do know maledictus and all that. It's all of that is from like singing masses and shit. Thanks, Mozart. Anyway, Miga Hoydesi, I published a video. I published a video about going to Lithuania, dysgu'r iaith, and learning the language in the country. I guess I would have to say I would say it went viral. Not the virus went viral. The video went viral. A video and viral. How do you say a week later? Arol Withnos. Actually, that's a true story. I published that video like just before I left for Lithuania, and then it started going viral like 5 days into my stay. So for the first few days, I was a no name, and then suddenly there was like 20,000 people who knew me in Vilnius. Gebenedeit. Ah, okay. Oh, you're talking about like cursed and blessed. Do we say those words? I've never in my life seen those words. I'm gonna look them up. I have my phone. Why am I using the slow online dictionaries? Nah, it's not in the dictionary. You can't trick me like that. It's not even in the dictionary. I don't think that's a. I mean, it could very well be a thing that nobody says, but yeah, I know fluch, verfluchen. What's blessed? Ah, gesegnet. Je peux utiliser 3 langues à la maison puisque mes parents parlent couramment l'espagnol, le catalan et le français. Donc cela dépend de ce que je. Ah, okay. Wait. So what? Oh, I get it now. Those were 3 different languages. Oh my god, Channel, you confused me so much. I was guessing what language that was. But no, it's 3 different languages. Okay, now I get it. So devenir viral. Gebenedeit is hallowed in hallowed be thy name. Okay, cool. You use Latin words for the religious purposes. Et je les parle couramment aussi. Aha, très impressionnant.
Sorry, I can't make calls yet.
Did you hear that? Nobody asked you to make.
Did I hear what?
Shh. I don't want it to hear me. I think it's stopped. I'm not talking to you. Okay.
Sorry,
Oh.
I'm deleting that. It should be gone in a moment.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, very polite. So the smart speaker thought I was talking to it, and then I wasn't, and then it's not Alexa. No, it's the other one. And then they deleted it. So I guess that's cool. This came out of nowhere. I didn't. Oh, is it the French that I was reading that triggered it? Perhaps that could be. Yeah. Sometimes when you accidentally trigger it, you just need to like wait a few seconds for it to stop listening. It's like being trapped. Is your accent Northern or Southern Welsh? Northern, because I love the E vowel. Even though I can't say it very well, I love E. Dusky, G. But like my accent is probably just Israel accent. Like I can't do any meaningful accent quite yet. I'm just trying to imitate what they do. Just going. Why is university staff emailing me on like a Sunday evening? Okay, that's gonna take a while. What was okay? Yeah, but I had a friend who is from like a specific part of North Wales. So I wanted to copy their accent, but then we stopped talking. So that might not happen anymore. So I don't know what to do. We'll see. Gebenedeit is die Frucht deines Leibes. Frucht, not Flucht. Gebenedeit is die Frucht deines Leibes. What? The fruit of your body is blessed? Oh, is it like Jesus thing? Your friend is the exact opposite. He hates. No, it's always. See, now this is a situation where my opinion is the correct one because more unique sounds is always better. See? Only you know, only weaklings want the easier accents, because they're like, oh, we don't want to learn a new vowel. We just use the same vowel for two different phonemes, because in the South they merge the two phonemes and they sound the exact same. But that is not based. You know, real language learners go for the difficult phonemes. So that's why I'm doing the I, and what else? What other? I don't know. Like I just like learning difficult sounds. There's Sir obviously, but then everyone has to learn Sir in Welsh. And what else? What other languages have I had to learn difficult sounds for? Not Czech. I can't speak Czech. I can't roll any kind of R's. That is a physical constraint. That is not up to me. But what languages do I speak? I forgot what languages I speak. Yeah, for example, I mean, I didn't go that way, but like in theory, you could speak Hebrew with the Ein. That is totally allowed. Nobody does it in everyday life, but you could. It is an accent of the language that exists. I think when they in like certain like religious situations, they might pronounce it that way, the Ein and the Ga and all that in Hebrew. But I mean, everyday Hebrew just lost all that. Ave Maria. Do it for the difficult, more conservative dialect language makes it easier to understand more innovative ones later on. That is also true. If you learn the more conservative ones, the newer ones get easier. I had a great example, but I forgot what that was. What is the example? Let's see. Like for it's not the same thing, but like for example, if you learn a Turkic language that has the like the K sound, like Kazakh, then it's easier to learn Turkish afterwards, which doesn't have the sound, because I guess if you have more phonemes, then like you learn the what am I saying? If you learn a variety that has more phonemes, then your brain get used to distinguishing them, and you also learn the vocabulary through those lens, right? I think that's what I'm saying. And also, for example, in Hokkien, yeah, I'm literally looking at my about page on my website to remind me what languages I speak. Oh my goodness. So like in Taiwanese Hokkien, I learned the z sound, the meaning word, instead of the, because lots of people nowadays say the with an L sound instead of a the either one. But I learned the other one so that I can get used to that, and the li becomes easier. Do you use a voiceless tap? Actually, to be honest, most of my Welsh accent, my current Welsh accent, is based on Glossica, because I wouldn't say started, but like I had a lot of input from Glossica, so I sort of copied some of the accent that person has, and for the RH sound, they have to have a h. It's more H than R in that accent, so Rieni. Błogosławiony owoc żywota twojego. It doesn't help because I don't speak religion. That's a problem. Swedish before... No, Danish before Swedish for sure, right? You're learning Taiwanese. Yes, do it. How's your Taiwanese going? Anyway, you tell me, and then I will go on with my writing. El catalá es una... Is that a year sound? Extraña. What do you mean? Do you say it's a strange language or what? Okay. Mi athafithion viral ar ôl wythnos. Ac mi ddesi, I became famous in... why am I thinking Polish right now? I'm famous. Doing... Gehoidet? No. I'm blanking. What is famous in Welsh? Enwog. Nameful. Enwog. Mi ddesin enwog. Mi aeth y fideo yn viral. I'm famous among Lithuanians because I can say among ymhlith. Ymhlith? Is it ymhlith? Yeah. Mi ddesin enwog ymhlith. I would just say people of the country. I'm guessing it's Lithuaniite. Let me check if it's Lithuaniite. To say. Anyway. Ymhlith. Pobl aloud. Okay, I became famous among people of the country. I'll say somewhat famous. Not like terribly famous, but somewhat famous. I'd say either weddol, I think. Just checking. Weddol, yeah, fairly famous. And then in the last week of my month, my stay there, and with nos diwetha. I never remember the gender of wythnos. It's so weird. It's supposed. Yeah, it's a yeah. It's an exception. It's weird because wythnos is feminine, so supposedly it should be ddiwetha. But then it's because it's so commonly used that it's an exception. You don't use that. And then now I can't remember what the gender is because now it looks masculine. It looks like it's yeah. Anyway, how would say my stay there? Let's see. Why is the website so slow? Oh, I missed something. What did channel say? Why did you delete it? You mean the? Wait. When did I mention the? I did not mention the. But I do want to learn. I do want to use it for Mongolian. Yay! I love the Mongolian the. I just did a geo-coaching event for 3 hours yesterday where they were speaking Taiwanese the whole time. There was a struggle, but it was fun. You think you picked up? Oh my god, you're a genius! I'm very bad at mutual intelligibility. Like I think there was one time I was on a call on Discord somewhere, and then no, actually not Discord. That was like a polyglot conference thing online, and then they tried to. There's like a bunch of Cantonese speaking people. We tried to understand Hakka, like someone spoke Hakka, and then my friend understood almost everything. I got almost nothing. So I'm just not good at like filling in the blanks, listening to similar languages. Learn Proto-Indo-European, but for one you can't learn it, and also it's too different. Je disais que le catalan est bizarre puisque c'est la seule langue que je connaisse qui utilise un peu deux langues européennes. Ah, wait, what? Qui utilise un peu deux langues européennes? What do you mean Catalan uses two languages? How does a language use a language? Arhoshat. Okay. So, the Arhoshat I Ana you could say run into, you could say rhedeg I mewn, like a calc from English. But I want to avoid that. Let's see if I can do that. I've met people randomly. Gwrdes I ar hap dau person. I randomly met two people. Si wedi gwylio sy'n adnabod fi. I don't know what register of Welsh to use, because like in formal Welsh I would do this. Sy'n fy adnabodi. People who are in my recognizing, which means who recognize me, but like in the way that I was texting my friend, which I don't do anymore. We do just this, adnabod fi, put the V at the end. Yn y stryd. I think on the, do you say in the street or is it on the street? Let's see. How do I Glosby. I use Glosby to find like examples, and then ar y stryd. Okay, wrong preposition. Ar y stryd, on the street. Sy'n adnabod fi. Oherwydd, because it was the first time that happened to me, because it was happening to me for the first time, but oh no, this is, I'm using my friend's dialects again. Hynna is the dialect. Hynny yn digwydd I mi am y tro cyntaf. Oh, hey, what? Let's see who's here. What I miss? Perhaps you misheard the sounds you pronounced. YouTube probably ought to delete some. I don't know. No, I don't think it doesn't. It sometimes blocks some messages because back when I think in the beginning Gamila got a few messages deleted for some reason. Was it an episode with James? No, that was not the context. It was a polyglot conference. I remember very clearly. That was like a different language rooms in the online event, and then there was one that was just happened to be full of Cantonese people. Hello again, Nicole. Welcome. Croeso i'r stream. There's enough messages so live and top chat are different. Wait, what? Am I looking at the top chat? Am I looking at the wrong chat the whole time? I'm very confused. Is there a difference? Is there a difference between live chat and top chat? I'm in shock. What? Swapped over to live. What about the stuff that's on my screen? What is it? What? Well, I don't know. I just use the default. It took me too much time to get this thing on the screen to look good. So I did not know that was an option. I mean, guys, if I missed your message, to like just write it again. Good engagement. Top is algorithmed. Yeah, probably not for my streams, because we're not like exactly a giant stream, like not yet, not yet. You know, you can make it happen. You know, tell your friends to come to the streams so that we can have a different live and top chat. We all live in a filter bubble. That is true. I sometimes tell people or tell people, how do you English? I sometimes say like social media is making me feel more and more lonely, because like when social media started, I was actually there to see what my friends were doing. Even though it's like a highlight reel, it's like very fake, but it's still what my friends were doing. But nowadays, like 90% of what I see is just algorithmic crap. So I actually can't, or it's very hard to go on social media and see what my friends are doing. So now the only way to like update my friends are through like private messages, and that is just so annoying. I don't know who's enjoying this. Anyway, Lithuaniad. I was checking how they say Lithuanian, Lithuaniad, and all. So I'm not going to put it in because I could say Lithuaniad. am a tro cyntaf, because it was happening to me for the first time. Doedd gen I ddim syniad sut I ymddwyn yn y sefyllfa. I did not know how to behave in the situation. I tried to be nice or kind. What's a different word for nice? Because nice is too English. Because caredig would be kind. No. Dymunol, hyfryd. Lovely. I tried to be lovely. No. Okay. I'll say nice. I tried to be mi geishesi. It feels weird to write geishes. Feels like it's wrong. Should be right. Mi geishesi fod yn neis a cynnal sgwrs, hold a conversation or start a conversation. I'll say hold a conversation. I try to be nice and start a conversation efo'r person. But we didn't have anything in common to talk about. How do you say in common? That's a question. In common. Glasby Welsh. What? In common. Is it not? Oh, yn gyffredin. Ond doedd gynnon ni ddim byd yn gyffredin I siarad amdano. We didn't have anything in common to talk about it. In Welsh, you have to say to talk about it, not to talk about. Every time you publish something related to Lithuania, there will be guys shouting in the comments, Eik tu namas. You go home. Kashkas pamineo Lietuva. Kashkas. Oh yeah. What's pamineo? I don't know what pamineo is. Someone translate it for me. I could do it myself, but. Oh, it's mentioned. Pamineo. Oh, okay. Pamineo. Someone mentioned. Lithuania mentioned. Kashkas pamineo Lietuva. Why is it go home though? Is that like a cultural thing? Why do you say go home? Go home sounds really violent. I guess like go home and watch the TV or something. Like, oh my god. But yeah, I love the something mentioned meme. I think it's mostly Brazil that does that. But I mean I've used the Hong Kong mentioned meme a few times. So it's exciting. And if you guys didn't know, let's see. There was a video that Lithuania Explained made. Oh wow! Wait, you need to see it. You need to see this. So there was a video by the channel Lithuania Explained. Where is it? Wait, where the fuck is it? Why is it gone? Wait, since when does he have a second channel? Is that check second channel? Oh, I had no idea. Oh, it's from this year. Well, cool. Good job, dude. Good channel. Yeah, so when I was, I think that was literally me when I was leaving the country. I was in the airport and then I filmed something for Lithuania Explained. Let's see if I can find it. That where? Oh, that one. Yeah, that one. Hey, that's your boy. That's me. Did you see me in the thumbnail? That's me. So yeah, I filmed something for him. It's called the Lithuania Effect, because apparently, if if you mention Lithuania, you get a bunch of views, and then it's happened to other people as well, according to this guy. Like a bunch of people, like travel vloggers, go to Lithuania, and then that's your boy, and then they make a video about traveling there, and then suddenly they go absolutely viral, get like 100 or 1,000 times their usual views, and then once they leave Lithuania, they go back to normal, which is kind of what happened to me to a certain extent. But thankfully, I could I sort of went on to do other things that sort of helped me pick up the pace again. So I'm doing okay. Still not to the same level that I was when I was in Lithuania, but that's the thing he's talking about. It happens to a lot of people. That's my video, yay! Yeah, 20k easy. So what was I saying? Yeah, so that's the effect. He calls it the Lithuania Explained, and it's funny because lots of different countries do the same as well. Like when you talk about Turkey, you get a bunch of Turkish people in the comments. But it's like, in particular, if you make a video about Lithuania, you get like much more viral than normal. Lithuanian soft power punching above their weight. Actually, yeah, literally. I guess not their soft power punching above their weight, but like people actually going to get soft power. Like they're grabbing soft power for their country, which, like, you know, good for them. Ekdon Namas is a censored version of Nahui. Oh, what? That is cool. Okay. So that's like a cross-language family euphemism. So you don't want to say Nahui, you say Namas. Oh. So go to shit. That is cool. Thanks for the fun tidbit. But yeah, go and watch this thing if you have the time. I think he cut. Yeah, I made like a whole thing for him. He cut out most of it because of he had other people to talk to as well. So, hey, I have this muted because you can watch it later on. That I think I filmed that like when I actually had to board the plane. Now I was there with my phone out, like filming myself on a stand or something, and then, you know, when you film in an airport, you probably don't have the experience, but when you film in a place like an airport, you keep having to wait till the announcements are over to say something. Once they start announcing something, like, oh shit, not again. And then at some point while I was talking, they started announcing, please board your flight now. And it's like, shit, what do? Do I keep talking or do I finish it and do it somewhere else? Thankfully, I managed to like quickly finish the rest of the video just in time. Anyway, that's a story. I'm gonna watch that video afterwards because it is about a video about me. That's peak YouTube. I did not know that was a thing. I should put it on like my elsewhere on the internet playlist. Or maybe after I finish my homework, we can watch it together. Anyway, where was I? So nothing to talk about at all after like what am I doing? Oh, what am I doing? I forgot to type my symbols. That's how you type it. At all or school. After half an hour of awkward, what gender is school? I think it's masculine. No, feminine. Fuck. So feminine. That with, right? Yeah. Oh, by the way, apparently this is the favorite word of a friend of mine. Sethuith. It means awkward, and it's made out of I don't know what set is, but huith means left, and you know, in European languages in general, left is usually not very smooth, left is awkward. Because you know, left is sinister, right is dexterous. So the word for awkward in Welsh has the word left in it, and the other word that we had in this one is also left. Just literally lefty. I had a lefty situation. More fun facts. Okay, for sure. I welcome, Timothy. I said earlier I'm trying to put together a compilation of all the Welsh and Wales fun facts that I've said on stream so far, but it's really difficult because as I keep doing these streams, like it gets harder and harder to go back and find out what was there. So I need to spend some time like combing through them and putting together a list so that I can like compile them. It's like making my own fan channel. The h and h contrast, really? Okay. Well, in Welsh, it's actually not a h, because the x in IP, that's a h sound. In Welsh, that's a h. It's like down there, h. And I only knew that because I have a friend that I met in the Polyglot conference who is native in Welsh and has a Polish family. So he's like fluent in Welsh and Polish, and he very certainly said, he said very with much confidence that the h and h in Polish, h in Welsh are different sounds. And in the beginning I was like, oh my god, I had no idea. Now it makes sense. Like whenever I say chwith is not uvula. What's shit? I don't know my terminology. What's the x? What's the x in IPA? What fricative is that? Is that not uvula? Avila. Okay, yeah. H is vila. Yeah. H, the Welsh one is uvula. You're right. Anyway, lletchwith. I was saying my friend says this is his favorite word in Welsh because it means awkward and it's super awkward to say. Lletchwith. Llet, a ll and a ch together and a th at the end. Lithuanians often use Russian swear words. I do know that. And kauks and kurva and fucking. So yeah, they use the foreign ones and it's really interesting. The native ones are less potent. And it's funny because usually the foreign ones are less potent. That's why people use it more. Like I don't know what examples, but usually people, it's like how, I don't know if you guys do that, but in Hong Kong we saying I love you in Cantonese is the hardest thing to say. But you can say I love you in English much easier because it's less connected to your soul or whatever. So I assume that it's similar with swears. Like foreign swears are less potent because they're not like they're not in your language. But in Lithuanian it's the opposite because the native ones are less potent. The foreign ones are stronger. But I had an idea of making a map of different areas of Eastern Europe by swear words, because there's like the kurva, I say kurva Sprachbund, you know, if you know what Sprachbund means, like languages that influence each other, because like it's not just the Western Slavic language that do kurva, but Hungary also says kurva, and then in like Russian influence areas you have whatever the Russian ones are. What are the Russian ones? Blyat. Is it blyat? Is that I don't know which Russian swear words are widespread. I forgot. All I know is what swear words exist. If I had to say that, you would end up leaving the t unreleased. Lletchwith. It's not bad. You swear more in English. I don't know if I swear more in English. I think I swear a lot in general, but potentially more in English. Maybe. Okay, after half an hour. Anyway, if someone's just joined the stream, I'm doing a writing exercise, a writing homework about an awkward situation. And this is the situation I had after going viral in Lithuania. So after half an hour of awkward conversation, I decided to bid farewell. How do I say bid? I know farewell is farewell. Farewell. That's an English word. That's an English loan. Mi bender Venesi. I decided to. How do you bid farewell in English? And well, let's say farewell. Date. Okay. Date farewell. A cadair a sefyllfa. So through the experience, through profiad, I'm just calcing from English. Through the experience, hun mi ddysgesi. I learned that. What did I learn from that? What did I learn from that awkward situation? I don't have to please everyone. That's an awkward way to put it. Like, what I mean is, I'm not obliged to try to make a connection with everyone. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I hope you understand what I'm saying. What dem fight imi how do you say make a say gneud cysylltiad? I want to learn the collocations. Like in English you say make a connection, but like it could mean like you could use other words in other verbs in Welsh, maybe. Cysylltiad. Because cynnal is maintain. No, I just say make. Need. Make connection. Gneud cysylltiad. Create connections. Great. Yeah, as I say, there is no need for me to create connections. Ever pow. That doesn't sound that bad, right? There's no necessity to create a connection with everyone. Right? That makes sense. Like if there is like something in common, then yeah, we can be friends and all that. Like you guys, you could come to my streams. It's cool. I feel like there is a connection. Like when we talk together. But like if I just meet someone who says, "I saw your video," and that's all, there's nothing for us to bond over. Yeah, I guess I could say just connect with. Oops. No, I'll say that. Yeah, there's no necessity for me to. Oh, it wants me to use umgeselti. Okay, I'm gonna use that. I don't know the difference, but this is by the way, that is if you know grammar, that is the reflexive. So connect myself. There is no need for me to connect with everyone. Only by, unless there is something to bond over. I want to say only by, but I never know how to use only by. It means unless, but it's I don't know how the grammar works. Only by. Can I? It's like a parasocial relationship. It's such a weird concept to me still. Oh, and I just accidentally discovered this idiom. Heb os nac oni by. Without if or unless. It means beyond the shadow of a doubt. Very cool. No if, no buts, I guess, in English. But how do I use oni by? Okay, use bod. Oni by bodina. Something to bond over. How would I say that? Do I have a way to say it with my current vocabulary? let's see. Bond together. It's asho. That's a weird word. Don't know what that means. Don't ever knew it. I don't bond your. No, I want to rephrase it. What's another way of saying bond over? Only by Rubeth. I was just in common, I guess. Gefretin. Or through. Oh, there's some common interest. Let's say, yeah. Through interest, common interest. Interest in the dordeb and gefretin. But maybe I learned to never go viral again. Maybe that is also true. Yeah, I feel like that's a weird lesson to learn. I want to express it better. Because in that situation I was trying too hard to be nice. That's a problem. It's not that I'm trying to be nice, that's not a problem, but trying too hard. And then we ended up in an awkward conversation. No, I'm not going to delete it. I want to express it a different way. I learned not to. If you saw my video about Welsh, in Welsh you have a verb that means not to do something. Try too hard. Ymdrechu. This means try hard, right? Endeavor. Gormod. I'll finish that sentence later. The next sentence, I want to use a like grammatical construction. I want to say, I would have done something. Mi faswn i wedi. Or I should have evaluated the situation and responded accordingly. That's a very complex way to express that sentiment. Fod wedi, mi ddylwn ni fod wedi ymateb i'r sefyllfa. What should I have done? I should have, how to express that? I should have gauge. Gauge is also a very advanced word. Why am I writing something so complex? Think about the situation more, I guess. Yeah, that's good. No, understand the situation. I'll look it up. Let's say that evaluate. What's a good way to express it? Evaluate. Assess the situation. Yes. Assess the situation. And react appropriately. And adasol. Is it adasol? Adas? No, adas. Adas. Ymbriodol. Ymbriodol. Ymdrechu gormod. No, let's not say I learned something. That's weird. I don't want to say it. Change it. During the situation, and reflect. How to reflect on the situation? I think about it. Meddwl. Myfyrio. Pendroni. I don't know that word. I try not to use words that I don't know already. And meddwl. No, in retrospect. Let's see how to say in retrospect. That seems useful. In retrospect. How do you say that? In retrospect. Oh. Edrych yn ôl. Okay. Or edrych yn ôl. So from looking back. Saluton. Saluton Fede. At looking back. Mi ddilwn I ddim bod wedi ymdrechu gormod How are you doing, Fede? Welcome to the night stream. How's your week been? How's your pre-Halloween weekend? Oh no, I want to say appeal, but appeal sounds vaguely sexual. I don't want to say appeal. But please also sounds vaguely sexual. Erbodd. Oh, hey, look at this. I found this. In order to please someone. How's it going? Welsh seems pretty... It's I wouldn't say it's pretty hard. It's just as hard as any other European language. It's just now I'm working on like learning more sophisticated ways of expressing things, because like I'm also telling my story while I'm writing about the story in Welsh. This is my homework, by the way. And then there's lots of things where in English I have very complex ways of expressing them, and in Welsh I'm trying to find a good balance, because if I use like too sophisticated vocabulary and expressions, it feels fake, because like the whole assignment is going to be things that I just came from a dictionary. But if I can find something that doesn't feel as like overkill, or like, especially if I can find words that I already know, just forgot, then I would love to like practice that and use it. So maybe erbodd. Can I find it in a dictionary? Erbodd. But I can't find anyone using this phrase. For the satisfaction. Maybe it's not commonly used. That is kind of sad. I love this. In order to please someone. Oh wait, you can't please all the people all the time. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to copy it. Nid hawdd bodloni pawb. Okay, so it means not easy, satisfy everyone. Ymdrechu. What's a collocation of ymdrechu? Ymdrechu. This has taken longer than I expected. Ymdrechu. Yep, ymdrechu gormod I fodloni pobl eraill. I think that is my homework. I mean, the teacher told me to write 2 or 3 paragraphs. This is 1 paragraph, but it's a long paragraph. It is 150 words. I do not think my teacher expected me to write 450 words, unless she did. I don't know. But okay, I'll look at how long the sample was. Like, where's my homework from? There was a Little Red Riding Hood. And I mean, chat. Tell me, do you think this is a good length for my current level of Welsh? I feel like if I wrote like 500 words, that would be a bit overkill. I have done it. Actually, I've done it. I wrote an application for like a music opportunity a few weeks back. It was in Wales, and I've been, you might have guessed, I've been trying to make some artistic connections in Wales as well, because like, I mean, I speak Welsh anyway, so that makes sense. I ultimately didn't get the opportunity, but I used that as an excuse to also translate my music biography into Welsh. And that's around 500 words, I think. So I basically went through my entire biography, and it was not easy. Let's see if I can find it. Do I have it here? No, where did I put that? Wait, oh, this one. Yeah, oh, I can show you. How do I show you this? This is in a different app. You know what? I'm just gonna copy everything. Put it in a new document for you guys. So this is my biography. It's not private because it's my official biography. It's on my website. If you guys didn't know, I have a separate website. I have two websites. That is my website. Bam, my website. Go to my website. Look at it. It looks good. I spent a lot of time making it. Anyway, so I started here. Let's see how much did I write? Oh, okay, 300 words, not 500. 300 words. That is a Welsh version of my musician biography, and that took me around like half a day to do that. And the funny thing was, I was like doing this entire application really close to the deadline as well. So I should not have spent half a day translating my biography, but I did it anyway. Now I want to know how to say that in Welsh. So I should not have. Ddylwn ddim bod wedi. It's funny. Should not. No, should not. Should I not be after? I should not have. Strawberry says it's just right. Thank you. Okay, I'll submit this one. But I want to say this. Ddylwn i ddim bod wedi treulio hanner diwrnod yn cyfieithu how do you say biography? That's a question. Życiorys, I'm thinking życiorys. I guess biografiad. That's weird. No, that's not. I need to find I feel like that's a weird translation. Fine, I'll do biografiad. Fy biografiad i'r Gymraeg. Dylwn i ddim bod wedi treulio hanner diwrnod yn cyfieithu fy biografiad i'r Gymraeg. Tra bod dyddiad cael mor agos, while the deadline was so close. The teacher probably doesn't want to grade a whole as essay. It wouldn't go overboard unless I'm having a lot of fun. I'm having some fun. I mean, I wouldn't say fun, but like I'm getting a lot of learning out of this. I feel like that is sometimes I'm missing just that. That's the kind of stuff I need to do more to practice my languages, because I do a lot of input, which I'm still in favor of, but at the same time, I just need to do more of this to like help me mentally put the words together, like connect the words more tightly, and you know, try to find holes in my vocabulary or ability to express ideas. Anyway, I'm gonna read through this. It's only 150 words. Teacher's probably fine with it, and then I'll do other things. Because I did promise to do a different thing on this stream, and it's been 2 hours. What the fuck? Okay. And then have the diwetha. Mi gyhoeddus. Not gyhoedd. Wait. No, I was right. Cyhoeddi, right? Yeah. Mi gyhoeddus i fideo. And then have the diwetha. Mi gyhoeddus i fideo am fynd I Lithuania a dysgu'r iaith yn y wlad. I feel like when I'm reading in my target languages, my tone is so plain. I'm not sounding like how natives would sound. It's always I feel very cautious when I'm reading aloud. So I end up like using a plain tone because I'm focusing too much on the pronunciation. It's a little bit like sometimes when I'm using sign language, right? When I'm signing with my friends, I think I'm using the right facial expressions. But when I'm signing with my teacher, I'm way more cautious. And then, ironically, the facial expressions, which need to be there, they're gone. Because like, I'm very careful, I'm nervous and all that. So I'm going to try to exaggerate a little bit. Like, I feel like when you're learning a language, you got to exaggerate it. You got to do it. So actually, before I do that, I thought new idea. I have a feeling that you guys didn't really come for the Breton stuff. Please tell me, chat. Please tell me if I'm right. I think you didn't come for the Breton necessarily. So what if I just didn't do that this time? I will finish this writing, and then we can watch the Lithuania Effect video together. I want to see what they say about me. This one. I want to see this, and then we'll call it a day. What do you think, chat? Let me know. Unless someone really wants to see me study Breton, not Lithuanian, Breton. Because I do want to do that, but I feel like at this point it's been 2 hours, and then I haven't done any of that yet. So if it's not as fruitful if I just do like one lesson. Oh no, what is Vamp saying? Let me know what you think. Maybe I could do like one lesson as well. I'll see how I feel like it. Anyway, so I'm gonna read this aloud. I'm gonna exaggerate a bit. If it feels awkward, it matches what I'm saying in this story. Okay, let's see. It's acting. Speaking a foreign language is acting. Clickbait. I'm just gonna change the title. I'm gonna change the title in the thumbnail, and then it's not clickbait anymore. You know, it's a live stream. You get distracted. You're fine with Breton. You really need to go sleep now. Oh, thank you very much for being here, AstroTuber. I'll see you next time. You might do at any point because I'm waiting for my friend to get ready. Yeah, so I might just end it soon anyway because it's been 2 hours. So that's the plan. I'll read through this, submit the homework, and then we'll watch the video about me. About the video about the video about me. Fun stuff. Hey, let's do it. But feel free to say if you want to catch the rest of that. I'm not going to start anything new now, I guess. You know what? I'm just going to go change the title now. Oh. I'm so cheeky. See, that's something I'm allowed to do because this is my stream. Bam. You clicked on the wrong video. No. I was pointing at my screen. Chat is here. I'm pointing at you, not the screen. You clicked on the wrong video. Now you've been clickbaited. If you'll be answering questions, have you written a diary in any of the target languages? I tried. I really tried. I mean, technically, English was my target language at some point, and when I was a teenager, I wrote a lot of diary entries just in English, just because like English is like my default writing language. And I had a thing, there was a service, this is me being nostalgic, there was a service called O Life, like O as in the exclamation, OH, O Life. It's gone now. There was a service where it would send you an email every day, and then if you reply to the email, it's saved as a diary entry. And then I wrote a lot of entries that way. I have a backup, don't worry, but it's gone now. And then I tried to, what else? Did I try to write in German? I feel like I've tried at some point, but not a very organized way. And then later on in Polish, I actually have a diary with like 3-4 entries in it, and that is called My Blog. So most Polish people here probably started watching way after that, but once upon a time, in the early days of my channel, I had a project where I would write a blog article, like a genuine blog, not about languages, just about my life and things I found interesting. I would write it in Polish, and then I would go and record it as a podcast, like a 5-minute mini podcast thingy. And I actually put it on Spotify. It was there. I've taken it down now. It's like unlisted videos on my channel at the moment. But that was a thing that existed. It lasted 3 episodes. I'm not particularly proud of it, but it's a thing. So I guess I tried. But I feel like writing a diary is just not a thing that I can build the habit of, even though I would love to, if you know what I mean. The title never mentioned Breton. See? You know, he who what's the word for saying? He who controls the future controls the past, or something like that. I'm 1984ing this stream. I just casually go and change the title, and you never saw the original title. That never happened. See, it's very Orwellian. Do you use ChatGPT to help your foreign language writing? I tried at one point. I think there was like 1 or 2 streams where I used I can just show you. There was a prompt that I found somewhere. Here. There's a prompt that I found from, I think it was Lamont from Days and Words, but he got it somewhere else as well, where that would turn ChatGPT into like a writing teacher. So what it would do is give you a prompt, a random prompt, and then you would write something about it, and then it would like give you corrections, give you explanations, give you other suggestions to make it sound better, and then a follow-up. And then it got a bit awkward because it gave me a follow-up question and also a new question, which are both like pretty similar in nature. But anyway, so I did a few times. It's a bit tiring. You know, writing is tiring. I'm not very motivated. Maybe if you guys motivate me, I'll do it again. I mean, I did writing on screen anyway. But I one of the things I'm worried about is it's not very interesting to watch. That's a problem. But also, when I'm on my own, I'm not motivated to do this kind of stuff. But I do think it's a good idea. Even though in general, I don't like generative AI. But in this case, it's actually pretty useful. But also, another thing is I take everything with a grain of salt, because AI does hallucinate. And especially when it comes to like smaller languages like Welsh, it can easily make shit up, and it would never tell you if it's not sure. It would just pretend it's sure. So everything it says, I'm like, I'm gonna Google that. So far it's been accurate, but I still can't trust it completely. A Polish blog, that's interesting. Yeah, I tried. I just didn't have enough motivation to continue that. XDD, someone said the XDD. I love the XDDD. I was actually watching a tiny bit of Kasia Babis earlier today before my stream. I want to try hopping into some Polish streamers chat and practice writing like internet Polish, like writing the way they write, like with the short forms and then like spelling mistakes, or like the skipping the diacritics and the XDs everywhere. I love XD. In case you didn't know, XD was a huge thing in Hong Kong, and I love it. I miss it, and I love that Polish people love XD. You watch the rest of the stream tomorrow for sure, Kamil. Thanks for being here. I'll see you at some point, and you'll see me tomorrow, I suppose. It's a bit late, I know, because I started a bit later today. I always keep trying to write diaries in my target language, and it never happens. That's the thing. That is the problem as well. Yeah, it's writing just takes a lot more effort. Like if you're watching and listening to something, you're learning, but also doing a different thing at the same time that you enjoy. But when you're writing, unless you like I guess writing a diary would be something that you enjoy, but like writing just feels like a chore, even though I know that it's really beneficial to my learning. Can you share the prompt? I can just link you to the video where I got it from, so that I can give him the credit. Actually, he also got it from elsewhere, so like you should find the original to properly give them the credit. But also, you know what, you can just, I guess you wouldn't want to like manually copy it, but like this is how it briefly looks like. You know, if I find it, I'll send it to you. This is the prompt. There's a whole thing. You copy it and then you replace the language and then pop it in ChatGPT. Especially if you aren't proficient yet, you can't tell if they're accurate. Yeah, that's a problem. Seems quite fun for an exercise. Sorry, which exercise? I might have missed that. I don't know what I was talking about. Anyway, back to reading this. Oh my god. Strawberry, you distracted me. That's fine, but you did distract me. Okay, let's read this. And have the weather. Make it. I keep saying good point. Oh, because good this is I arrived. Make it this. Make it this I fideo am fynd I Lithuania a dysgu'r iaith yn y wlad. Mi aeth y fideo yn viral ar ôl wythnos. No, I need my stress and my vowel length. I think I need more vowel length in all my languages. Don't know why. It might be the Cantonese in me. Mi aeth, vowel length. Mi aeth y fideo yn viral ar ôl wythnos ac mi dde sy'n weddol enwog. Mi dde sy'n weddol enwog. I don't know what accent I'm trying to do now because I don't have an accent in my head. Discord servers are quite good. I don't know. To me, they're too chaotic. Like I want to love them, but I can't handle too much like all that in my face constantly. Mi dde sy'n weddol enwog ymhlith pobl y wlad. Pobl y wlad. Yn wythnos diwethaf yr arhosiad. Yn wythnos diwethaf yr arhosiad. Yn wythnos diwethaf fy arhosiad yna, mi gwrddes i ar hap a 2 berson ar y stryd sy'n adnabod fi, oherwydd bod hynny'n digwydd I mi am y tro cyntaf. Doedd gen I ddim. I remember that this one is like kind of long. This is what I got from Glossica. Doedd gen I ddim syniad sut I ymddwyn yn y sefyllfa. Mi geisiais I fod yn neis a chynnal sgwrs efo'r person. Mi geisiais I fod yn neis a chynnal sgwrs efo'r person, ond doedd gennym ni ddim byd yn gyffredin I siarad amdano. Ar ôl hanner awr o sgwrs letchwith, mi benderfynes I ddeud ffarwel a gadael y sefyllfa. O edrych yn ôl, oh, you know what? I'll say. I wanted to say after half an hour of standing there, but whatever, I don't care. O edrych yn ôl, from looking back. See, that's something I would love to learn. From looking back. O edrych yn ôl, ddylwn ni ddim bod wedi ymdrechu. That's hard, because ddylwn ni fod, because of mutation, ddylwn ni fod. You wouldn't mutate this one if it's positive, but this one, which means not, blocks a mutation. So this one is unmutated. So it's ddylwn ni fod, I should have. Ddylwn ni ddim bod. I don't know how I can internalize that. Gute Nacht, wie Spaß dir beim Lernen. Dankeschön. Sehen wir uns nächstes Mal. Ddylwn ni ddim bod wedi ymdrechu gormod I fodloni pobl eraill. Mi ddylwn ni fod. See, you see, this one needs a mutation. I should have. This one is I should not have. Mi ddylwn ni fod wedi asesu'r sefyllfa ac ymateb yn briodol. No pobl eraill. Pobl. I'll say a stranger. I knew that. No, not stranger. Stranger. The Aethrin. The Aethrin, yeah. That one. The Aethrin. Let's click some more of these. The Aethriite. The Aethriite. I might put that in. I don't know if I want to put that in. It means for a stranger. Now I'll the Aethriite. The Aethrin. The Aethriite. Strangers, right? The A3. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the thing, that's what I'm saying, because when you're not, see, when you're good enough, you don't need AI to help you, but when you're not good enough, you can't tell if the AI is lying, so you run the risk of learning something wrong, unless you get some real person to check it anyway. But then, like, at that point, what's the point? But I guess it is, as you get to practice a little bit. Maybe I'll do it more. Like, let me know, chat, if you think that would be interesting to watch me do. I'm considering it. I have like a list of things I could be doing on stream. But I can't decide what's interesting or not. Because I mean, remember the summer when I was studying the book? I ran out of book to study because that thing, I'm caught up. I'm like just in the normal class now. So I'm not gonna like do some old-fashioned listening reading study, but instead I would probably be like doing writing and other stuff, or I would do whatever this is. Anyway, as I promised, before I finish, I'm gonna watch this video with you guys because I am very curious what they say about the video that talks about me. Exciting. Let's react together, chat. I mean, you don't usually get reactions from me because I don't know how to do reactions. This is a genuine reaction, and you guys should react with me as well. Let's do this. Is it desktop? It is sharing sound. Okay, let's do it.
I'm Charlene. Welcome back to World. I'm Charlene.
I'm Crispin.
In today's video, we are going to discuss Lithuania Explained.
Yeah, specifically a video they have just put out. Now, Lithuania Explained, for those that don't know, is a channel, unsurprisingly, discussing Lithuania, and they have fantastic production. They're short, sharp, to the point, very
Reaction Square. Yep.
Discrete topics about Lithuania. So whether it's
It is a great channel. If you're interested in Lithuania, go watch it. I've met the guy. He is faceless, very mysterious, but I've met him, been at his place. Met his wife. Very cool.
He has a theory about the Lithuanian...
It needs to be louder. Okay. I will make it louder. Give me 1 second.
Features us. He has a theory about the Lithuanian
This good?
effect. So his theory...
It's a similar volume to me, I think, right now. It's good?
Lithuanians love watching foreigners talk about their country.
Yes, and the actual video features a bunch of other creators that may be focusing on other topics like language.
Oh,
and
that's me, language.
On Lithuania and see all the Lithuanians heavily engaged because people were talking about their country. And one of the creators in particular made it explicit and said, people from small countries, when they receive international attention,
that's not me.
They tend
I think
to be
that's
much
not me.
more engaged, much more positive, and excited to see the international community talking about
I didn't say
that. They want to showcase their country as much as
I'm
possible.
nervous. I'm very nervous.
What do you think our experience has been?
The same?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep my powder dry on this because I have my own theory about it.
I mean, yeah, they are creators that made videos about Baltic
Because
countries.
we did a random video about why you love Lithuania, and that got a lot of attraction, especially because the comments that we got immediately were like, wow, a foreigner's talking about our country.
Oh, did they actually say that?
It's kind of cool to hear.
Did they literally say that? Wait, what are my comments?
And our history and the stories spoken in English.
I don't...
Absolutely, yeah. You know,
I got like plenty of comments saying things like, as a Latvian, I see Lithuania, I press like. Maybe less from Estonians, but mainly Latvians and Lithuanians, obviously. That's funny. There's like some brotherly love there.
Tell the story of Egle, Queen of the Serpents, and that's because that there are two statues. Of
It's not about me anymore. That's sad.
One is in Lithuania, and the other is in Canberra, the capital of Australia. And so I told the story of how I came to learn about Lithuania. And yes, we did get a lot of responses from people.
I'm impatient.
A lot of Lithuanian names popped up in the subscriber list, in the commentary.
Yeah.
And yet I think that it's incomplete to say that it's just that people from small countries are more engaged. I think that's absolutely true, but I also think that it's underserviced in the Penelope.
It's definitely not just a small countries thing. Oh my god, this is how many levels of reactions. Lithuania Explained talking about me and other creators, them talking about that video. Now I'm talking about this video. Yay! It's I don't think it's necessarily tied to small countries. It's just like countries with a lower profile, because as I said, Turkish people do that. Like if you talk about Turkey, you're gonna get a lot of Turkish people commenting, and they're by no means a small country. They're a freaking ginormous country.
Panoply of topics that YouTube covers. So take history, for example. At one point, the Grand Duchy of Lithuania...
When I say lower profile, I mean obviously like lesser spoken about on like YouTube.
Lithuania stretched from the Baltic Sea to the Black Sea. It was the largest political entity in all of Europe. It was the last country in Europe to be Christianized. And if we think about what we know about medieval England in the same period, or the 100 Years' War between England and France, or what was happening in France, or in Italy, or the Middle East, or the Crusades, or the Byzantine Empire, all of these things that are, I wouldn't say done to death, because I love that content, but we see a lot of videos about on YouTube.
Brazilians go crazy as well.
That to
the
Crusades, the Teutonic War.
I mean the country mentioned meme comes from Brazil originally, right? I think it's the most common one anyway. Is Brazil mentioned? So it's the same with Brazilians. It's just like countries that don't talk about as much. Like we talk about the same countries all the time, and he has a good point. Like I think for one, because like English is the international language, so like lots of people just know a lot of things about the Anglophone countries in general. Like at least you have a basic level of understanding of their history, and also other Western European countries.
The Golden Horde, the expansion of Poland, all of these things that are happening in the region at the time. Massively consequential for world history, and just the weight of content that exists. And I think the YouTube algorithm acknowledges is sophisticated enough to push content where things have been underserviced. We actually have...
Are they, like... Are we just talking about content that they, as English speakers, understand, or is it just content in general? Because I'm sure there's a lot of people who would love to make content about, like, the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, or as they say in Polish and Lithuanian, the Commonwealth of two countries, two nations. But maybe they're not pushed. Well, maybe they're not pushed as much because the languages are niche. Like they speak Polish, for example, or maybe they are successful. I don't know. Maybe they are successful, but it just doesn't reach the English-speaking world, right?
Have a video that has been more financially successful than any other, and it's nothing to do with the Baltic, but I can say with certainty that nobody else has covered it. Right? We won't need to mention it here if the sleuths out there can do a search, but you understand what I'm talking about. The YouTube algorithm recognized that there wasn't anything in this area that advertisers may be interested in pushing things on this subject, and because there wasn't really enough content creators out there, the value of that advertising increases. Meaning that YouTube algorithm has an incentive to push that to as many people as possible.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I did not know that.
People are seeking
if you guys didn't know, like if you go to YouTube Studio, because I assume like most of you aren't making YouTube videos. If you go to YouTube Studio, there is a research tab that tells you what gaps there are on the platform, and then suggests you make videos about those knowledge gaps. And right now, it's really awkward because like it's suggesting things that I think to a certain extent YouTube still like misunderstands what my channel is about. When it suggests topics for me to make videos about, it suggests Lithuanian language, fine. Learn Lithuanian while you sleep. How to speak Welsh. Okay, that's new. So that's bullshit. I'm sure there's plenty of videos about how to speak Welsh. So it looks at my audience and suggests things that audience might want to watch, and then suggests I make videos about them. And obviously, a disproportionate proportion of my audience is still Lithuanian, which I appreciate, obviously. And that's why YouTube sort of thinks I am in a certain niche. What else? Content gaps for shorts. Language and gender. Lots of people talk about language and gender. Chinese while you sleep. Why would I make a YouTube short for Chinese while you sleep. That doesn't make sense. You can't watch shorts while you're asleep. And then Chris Lunsdale. Okay.
content, but because it's an underserviced area, talking about Lithuanian culture, history, and whatnot, in the Baltic in general. So the algorithm is now pushing it.
Yeah, I mean, if we just take history as an example, we can cover it in any aspect of Lithuanian life, but just
Learn to
in
snore
history.
while you're awake.
If you're
Perfect.
someone
Let's do that.
who the YouTube algorithm knows consumes a lot of history content, like I do, and they go, okay, there's not much history on Lithuania in
Chat, do you think I should put this video in my
but you do consume a lot of
elsewhere
Lithuanian
in
content,
on the
then
net
chances are they're gonna be like,
playlist?
oh,
That
here's
the
this
one where
really
I
topic that you
put
haven't
videos
been
that I
exposed to,
guest star
but you
in.
like
Do you
this
think I
kind of
should put it
thing.
there?
Maybe you'll be interested in it. And then when there's a high click-through, because it's unique and unusual, then it will spiral. It will push it as far as possible. I think that's one of the drivers. Another driver is the advertisers. So I think there are three main audiences that make a YouTube video successful or not. One is the viewer, where the
You could totally do a troll short about learning Chinese while you sleep. Wait, okay, give me suggestions. I am very open to doing troll shorts nowadays. It wasn't even my style, but like I love the idea of doing troll shorts. Or like just funny shorts, because there's like low risk and apparently high reward, because like my contractions short got plenty of traction. So give me suggestions. How do I do that? Language shown to talk about the learn while you sleep. Oh yeah, should I watch that one? I'll watch that afterwards. I haven't watched it yet because but I saw it in my subscription box. Apparently, anyway, according to the YouTube studio recommendations, lots of people are searching for that, which I find insane. I can't. To me, it's pretty obvious that it doesn't work, but I don't
the
know.
Lithuanians are among the most engaged for this content. They have the biggest watch time. They hit the like button. They
They see
comment.
Lithuania, they hit the like button.
And they make a lot of positive commentary. I mean, it's a really
Lithuanians
great
know how to
So
push a
the
video.
audience is one
That's what I can say because I got all the comments.
Another constituency are the advertisers, because there'd be businesses out there saying, hey, we have our businesses in Lithuania or the Baltic, and we want to get customers there. So we're going to market to those channels that are talking
about.
to that demographic.
Advertisers want to advertise to Lithuania in particular? I don't think that's a thing.
Advertising goes up because it's supply and demand. If there's lots and lots of channels talking to the group that the advertisers are aiming for, then the value of the bids are going to go down.
Yeah.
But if there's only a few, then the bids are going to go up. Now, if the bids are really high, that means Google's making a ton of money. And so Google has an incentive to push it to as many people of that demographic as possible. So I think there's a monetary incentive for the algorithm.
Show the audience a podcast, put on headphones, and show 50 seconds of you sleeping. I'm gonna go have fun. Thank you. I'm gonna end it after this video, but I'm interested in this video anyway.
A question I'll is
I might do that. You know what?
I'm just acknowledge it.
I'm gonna pretend I'm like a Chinese language, like a
same.
what do we call that? Like a channel that teaches Chinese. And then put on a podcast.
Things that we have a whole series on Lithuanian mythology, for instance. And that
That's
hasn't taken
cool.
off nearly as much as,
Oh, they're pushing their stuff. I like
snacking
that.
with
I
my
like
own dad
that
about
content.
climbing 30 minutes tower. So it could be hit and miss, I think.
Yeah, I would. That's a really good point. And now I'm going from the realm of theory into pure speculation, because
This video is making me very self-conscious about my lighting.
even though we've made many hundreds of videos, knowing exactly what makes a video successful or not, except in the abstract, is challenging because it's hard to predict. Like we never would have predicted a lot of the videos that became
Sleep talking
successful
Chinese.
being the successful ones before.
Yeah.
Have I told you I have sleep talked in German apparently. I didn't know that, but like my sister told me, because we used to sleep in the same room, and then she was like, Israel, did you just sleep talk in German? Apparently I did. And I dream in all my languages.
There are a few factors. One is obviously the quality of the video. That is a factor, no doubt. Another is the
Quality of my video.
whether we push it or
It's a
not.
good
I mean,
video.
there are certain videos that we get on Reddit, we get on various networks, and we actually are really proud of the video. So we want the video to be seen as many people as possible, so we promote it.
Yeah.
And if we're pushing a video, then there will be, as a consequence of our own efforts, more watch time, more views. And then there are those that I think can be divided between those that are kind of
Well, how do you feel about like me pushing my video on like Reddit? Because like, I feel very self-conscious about doing it. If I don't know, this is this comes back to like our face culture, right? I feel like if I'm pushing my own stuff, it's a very shameless thing to do, even though it's necessary. So I'm like, can someone else push it for me? So someone else share it on like certain platforms for me, so that I don't lose as much face. And I feel like, I mean, shame is definitely a thing in other cultures as well, but just on average, I feel like the Western world is more shameless. Can I say that? I feel like on average.
Periodic or legacy. So if I'm reporting on the news that's happening in the past 24 hours, well, that'll get a lot of views in a short period of time because it's topical and people are interested in the analysis and discussion. But it's not going to be picked up again and again. People aren't going to be coming back to it.
Yeah, no, I was talking about learning Lithuanian.
Advice about what to do when you travel.
I think that the sheer idea of learning Lithuanian is so is so mind-blowing to Lithuanians that they had to click my video. Lots of people are like, oh, not even the Russians are learning Lithuanian, but you're doing it.
It's going to be quite strong.
This is going more into now your algorithm theory, is because we have evolved. Like, unlike Lithuania Explained and other YouTube channels out there, we changed, we pivoted. So we have a lot of videos that are not Lithuania at all. So our audience is actually much bigger than just Lithuania. I think statistically we're about 20% with Lithuanian.
Okay.
Yeah, 20% Lithuania, probably 30%.
Also, they had a niche and then they like went out from there, I suppose.
And then, yeah, close to 3/4, 2/3 would be other parts of the world, either the UK, the US,
Australia,
other continents.
Oh, we're like a similar size
we've got a kind of a global audience.
channel.
And
Hey, hello.
Debate among ourselves whether or not these are expats
3K
living
group,
abroad who
3K,
are interested in this topic, or whether it's just
club.
Individuals. I mean, we were dangerous policy, as Lithuania Explained pointed out, and I would discuss a lot of controversial topics. So the modus operandi of the channel as it was is to pick up the most controversial topics we could, discuss them in a respectful way, in a way that wasn't going to get throttled by you.
Should I do controversial topics? Let me know. I don't know what I can talk about.
Things from different sides and give a position on these controversial subjects. And people who are interested in over-intellectualizing these topics.
All I can say is I'm looking forward to my next one. I feel like every video I make, I'm very excited about it.
I was passionate about Lithuanian history, and I thought it was massively underserviced. And it was the first of our videos to get huge amounts of traction. We had a few others on different.
Oh wow, that's a very clickable title. I have to admit that.
We weren't thinking of pivoting to the Baltic at all. We thought, okay, we've got this new audience of people from the region, and we want to create more content to service them. The channel's not about them, but we'll make more content to service them. And then as we did that,
teasing the audience.
When you
how do I service you guys? Chat. How do I service you?
More and more,
tell me now.
Awareness of things in that area. So
what do you want to watch?
You're in the market for a Camry or Toyota.
Yeah, you'll just see that.
You'll see them everywhere. Because I was more consciously aware of what was going on in the Baltic, I was finding more and more things to talk about.
Right.
And then that snowballed.
I mean, this guy actually knows his stuff. I have no freaking idea about history.
That was one reason we did it. Another reason we did it was for the algorithm, because like all the creator advice out there is to be like, pick a niche, hammer that niche, so that you become the brand.
That's what I've heard.
People who do that. So Lithuania Explained explains Lithuania. It is a very well contained structure. And we were like, we're Baltic World. We discuss things that are happening in the Baltic from a foreign policy analysis perspective, the social and political changes that are going on in that region, how it impacts the wider world. And by focusing on
what is mine? What is my niche?
What to expect. Whereas with dangerous policy, one day we'd be talking about the British royal family, the other we're talking about villains and pop culture, just completely different topics. And it became a shooting star, what get picked up and what wouldn't be.
I would ask this question.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Do you think Baltic World has succeeded?
Yes and no. I mean, it's a powerful question. I think.
Yes.
In terms of on a comparison of channels across YouTube, strange as it is, we're in the top fraction of 1%. Okay, because there are hundreds of millions of channels that are making videos regularly. So when you get on your recommended page and you see those channels with millions of subscribers,
am I in the top 1%? That's insane.
Remember, those are the tiny minority, the absolute pointy end, but they have the complete visibility. And because that's your visibility and that's all you see, you tend to think, okay, and you compare yourself to that and you go, oh, it's a failure, right?
Yeah.
But if you compare yourself to the reality of the distribution, it's an incredible success.
I would love to see that sort of statistic.
Is a big one. We have ambitious targets for ourselves, being kind of driven people. And so by that standards, we're always going to fail because we're always going to fall short of our own expectations. But in terms of you know, if you ask the question, was it worth the time, and am I glad that we've done it? Absolutely, absolutely. It's been. I wouldn't have traded it. If I could do it all again, I would.
Yeah, same. There are so many things that I've learned about Baltic world, the Baltic countries themselves, and foreign policy. It's definitely expanded my worldview.
Oh.
I feel really enriched.
Oh yeah, you know what they say about the new play bar?
One
It
of the
looks
great
like it's
challenges
a
among many is the battery,
screen
which I can see
burn-in.
flashing now. So we'll wrap it up. How about you guys? What do you think of Baltic channels?
Cool. You know
Baltic
what?
countries are the most
I
underrated.
like the idea of that. I might just subscribe. Good job, guys. I like the Baltics. Don't know if you guys are aware of that, but I do like the Baltics. Anyway, so we have watched that video. That was very interesting. I don't know if I'm happy that they didn't talk about me that much. I guess I'm sort of grateful. I was a bit nervous, like they would say more about me. And in the beginning, they mentioned someone talking about language. That's your boy. But afterwards, it's more about like the algorithm stuff. And that's good. It was very interesting. Yeah, that's a peek into what we think about like day to day, I guess. Man, I don't spend too much time thinking about YouTube algorithms, but I try to do what I can to you know, most importantly, get the content to the right eyes, right? Because sometimes I feel like it's something that people would be interested in, but because of the way that the content was made, it didn't get pushed to the people who would appreciate it. Like the time when I made a short video, like making a joke in Cantonese, I ended up getting it ended up getting pushed to like mainly British people, and that didn't make sense to them at all. So it died pretty quickly. But it worked on Instagram because Cantonese speakers who saw the video would share it, so it continued getting pushed to more and more Cantonese speakers. So that's how it went viral on that platform. Whereas on YouTube, it's purely algorithm based. Anyway, you get a lot of suggestions for learn while you sleep, despite never clicking on those. Why does YouTube want people to look at learning while you sleep? That doesn't make sense to me. Oh, you know what? I know that's a conspiracy. Because YouTube wants you to keep playing a video for 10 hours so they can put more ads in. See? That's why it is. That I just cracked the case. That's why YouTube wants to push that more. It's all part of the plan. Anyway, I think that was longer than I expected. I was going to do like a shorter stream. Every time I say I want to do a shorter stream, and then something happens and it's like 2.5 hours. But it's been fun. To whoever is still here, click the like button if you haven't already. I've enjoyed this a lot because like lots of old friends showed up, which is great. So I'll give you the last chance to say something, say goodbye, say have a nice week or something like that. While I think about what to do next. I think I will have to edit my podcast because it definitely needs finishing within the next 4 days. So yeah, it never ends. God, the grind continues. But thank you very much for being here again. I will see you, presumably, next week. Hey, why are you still here? You liar. You absolute liar. I was about to talk shit about you because you're gone. Now you're here. Now I can't talk shit. You have to watch the replay. Anyway, yeah, so I think that will be it. Vamp, you can expect the next podcast within the next few days. We recorded yesterday. It was a very spontaneous kind of thing. What? Lies Paldies. It's Latvian. Since when is Latvian a thing on my channel? I've never seen Latvian on my channel. That is new. What does that mean? It means thank you very much. Well, thank you for being here. I'm sorry you haven't been able to catch me for the past few times, Strawberry, because I know Strawberry likes putting my streams on the background or something. But I'm glad you're here today. I will see you at some point. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.